What do you know? Hamas is killing their own people again. Are you shocked? I'm not shocked. Hamas is losing its grip and the Gazans are paying the price. Last night, gunmen attacked a humanitarian aid convoy in Deir al-Balah, killing several truck drivers and wounding others. The Private Transport Association, a Gazan union with murky Hamas connections, called a strike, halting aid deliveries across the Strip. Now, this comes as Israel accuses Hamas of looting the aid trucks, while posts on X claim that Israel is backing the gang. The Abu Shabab clan is also stealing supplies under IDF protection. The clan, led by Yasser Abu Shabab, is now parading in Rafah with military gear and counter-terrorism badges, allegedly armed by Israel to counter Hamas. Former Israeli Defense Minister Avigdor Lieberman dropped this bombshell, accusing Netanyahu of personally approving weapons for this ISIS-linked gang without cabinet oversight. The PM's office didn't deny it, vaguely stating that Israel is defeating Hamas through various means. Gaza's a powder keg. Hamas is killing its own, rival gangs are looting everything, and Israel is playing a dangerous game. So now the people are scared. They don't want to run deliveries if they're going to lose their lives over it. So now all that precious cargo, the food and the supplies, all that aid, never make it to where it needs to go. Not without Hamas maintaining control. In Washington, President Trump is hitting the ground running, reshaping America's domestic and global posture with ruthless precision at this point. He signed a proclamation banning foreign student visas for Harvard University, a surgical strike against an institution that he's long accused of fostering anti-American ideology. No exemptions, no dialogue, just a total block on new foreign students enrolling at Harvard or joining its exchange programs. The move has sent shockwaves through academia, with critics calling it petty and supporters cheering it on as a stand against the woke elites. At home, Trump's ordered Attorney General Pam Bondi to investigate what he calls a conspiracy to hide Joe Biden's cognitive and health decline. A presidential memorandum alleges that Biden aides used an auto pen to forge his signature on thousands of documents, from pardons to executive orders, all to mask his incapacity and push radical policy shifts. Maybe he knew about it, maybe he didn't. Biden fired back, insisting that he called every shot during his presidency and slammed the probe as a Republican smokescreen to distract from their own agenda. Now, globally, Trump is tightening the screws with a full travel ban on all nationals from 12 different countries: Afghanistan, Iran, Libya, Somalia, Yemen, and others, citing national security risks. 5 more, including Cuba, Burundi, face partial restrictions. And now in the Middle East, Trump's rhetoric against Hamas has gone absolutely nuclear. He's issued a new stark warning: release the hostages or Gaza's people faces death. Critics, especially on X and in global media, are branding it as genocidal, while he just sees this as justified as a hardline stance. Behind closed doors, the U.S. is negotiating directly with Hamas in Qatar, and sidelining Israel to free the American hostages like Idan Alexander. Trump's playbook is clear: zero tolerance, maximum disruption, and a willingness to ruffle anybody's feathers, including Bibi Netanyahu's, on every single front if it gets the job done. Now, in some great news, the IDF and the Shin Bet recovered the bodies of Gadi Haggai, age 72, and Judy Weinstein, age 70, from Khan Yunis, Gaza, in an overnight operation. The U.S. citizens were killed on October 7th during a walk near their kibbutz and were held by the Mujahideen brigades, which also abducted and murdered Shiri Bibas and her sons, Ariel and Kfir, the little baby and child. A Shin Bet interrogation of a detained Palestinian operative provided the intelligence for the recovery. The IDF's hostage headquarters unit and intelligence directorate supplied exact location data of 251 hostages taken on October 7th. Only 56 remain, 20 of whom are believed to be alive. 3 face immediate danger, and 33 are confirmed dead, unfortunately, with their bodies still held by terror groups. Don't let the people forget, the war started on October 7th after these animals decided to kidnap a mother and their kids, as well as 200 plus other hostages totally unrelated to anything, most of whom lived in the south of Israel near the Gaza Strip and were actively involved in peace processes. With very few right-wingers actually held hostage in Gaza, now it's precisely the left wing that's anti the whole war on both sides. It's kind of crazy how that works. In Washington state, Levi Austin Frakes and Charles Ethan Fields, two former U.S. Army veterans, were arrested after a botched attempt to steal weapons and gear from the Army Ranger compound at Joint Base Lewis McChord. The heist turned violent, leaving a soldier hospitalized after a fight with the partially masked duo. What authorities found in their Lacey home was crazy. An arsenal of 35 firearms, including short-barreled rifles and a World War II-era MG-42 machine gun, a weapon synonymous with the Nazi forces. They also seized 3D printing silencers, explosives like smoke grenades and blasting caps, ballistic plates, helmets, night vision devices, and Army-issued gear. But the weapons were only half the story. The house was a shrine to Nazi and white supremacist ideology. Red swastika flags, black SS banners with the lightning bolt insignia, murals and stacks of extremist literature. Rifles were staged at upstairs windows, primed for a standoff at their home. Frakes and Fields, the new Nazi dynamic duo, ran Sovereign Solutions, a company with an SS logo split by a lightning bolt, peddling quality training and equipment for the modern warfighter. That's their motto. The website offered marksmanship classes and sold T-shirts with professional war crime committer written on them. Court documents revealed a calculated mindset. The pair planned to arm a broader network of like-minded extremists who agree with them. They face federal charges of robbery, assault, theft of government property, plus state charges for illegal possession of incendiary devices, short-barreled rifles, and a machine gun, which are illegal to own. Each is locked up in Thurston County Jail on $500,000 bail. This isn't a one-off, though. The combination of military training, heavy firepower, and Nazi ideology points to a growing domestic threat of very capable terrorists. Ex-posts from certain security analysts warn of similar cells nationwide. What did we expect? Human beings are just like that, man, sometimes. For JFE.com, this has been Overnight Israel, and we will catch you on the next one.